$23. You add $120, that brings your child support obligation to $706.23.
Kick in the bucket, that's a lot.
Well, and I gave you, guess what? I gave you credit for the other children that you have as well.
All rise. Judge Vanda B. Court is now in session. Judge, this is the case of the Hollands.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay. Is it Mrs. Hollins?
Miss
Hollins. Miss Hollins, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, ma'am.
Buckle up. Guys, this one's wild. A vice principal has been raising her niece for 7 years with zero support. Meanwhile, the biological mom, now a roller derby queen, just skated back into the picture. Literally. This isn't just about money. It's about responsibility, resentment, and the kind of courtroom chaos only Judge Vonderby can handle.
Sister-in-law, I've had her child for 7 years. And
7 years?
Yes. She was incarcerated for about 3 of those years, along with my brother, the daddy of the child. And she's turned her life around, and she's working, but I'm not receiving any child support, and I'm not asking for 7 years worth of child support. But Stevie is 9 years old, and she needs dresses and stuff, and she's at that age that she needs more things. And so and I need help. I'm a vice.
Miss Holland didn't just babysit. She stepped up when both parents were in jail for 7 years. That's not babysitting. That's parenting. And now she says, I'm not asking for back pay, but I do need help. She's working full-time while raising someone else's child. Does that sound fair to you?
Okay,
yes,
congratulations.
Well, okay, but Stevie is my pride and my joy, and I understand that she wants her dresses, and she wants her nails painted, and she wants her hair made. But there's just certain things you just can't get in life. You can't get everything that you want. Well,
you can't get everything you want. Really? The mom says, Stevie's not asking for Chanel bags. She's asking for clothes and hygiene. This isn't about luxury. It's about the bare minimum of parenting. And yes, that includes support payments.
you shouldn't get everything that you want.
Food, clothes.
Yeah, the necessities, ma'am. What do you,
Mammon.
ma'am, excuse me. I need you to address me.
Sorry.
You do not need to address her. Okay?
Okay.
So you do understand why you're here today, correct?
Judge Vonda isn't here to play. You're going to pay her some child support. Period. No distractions. No Bonnie and Clyde flashbacks. Just real accountability.
You are you're derby. You work in the derby.
Yes.
Would you explain that to me? What did you do?
I am a roller derby queen.
Okay. So let's talk about that, queen. What throne do you sit on?
So it's this amazing sport. Everybody should be able to do it at least one time in their life.
Okay.
And
And you're paid money to do it, correct?
well, yes.
Okay. How much are you paid to do this?
Well, about $48,000 a year.
Okay. And $48,000 a year
Right?
as a roller derby queen.
Yes, ma'am.
The mom makes $48,000 a year as a roller derby queen and hasn't paid a single cent in child support. Yet she has the nerve to act like Stevie doesn't count because she's raising 2 other kids? Ma'am, that's called selective responsibility.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What are you in school for?
I would really, 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 really like to be a social worker.
So a reformed Bunny and Clyde now social worker?
Well, everybody's got dreams.
Okay. Well, God bless those children. All right. So let's talk about your money that you're going to be paying. Okay. Is that your only source of income?
Yes.
Okay.
She wants to be a social worker, but won't support her own child? That's rich. You want to help other families while ignoring your own? Make it make sense.
So $48,000, I have your gross at $4,000, which your net is $3,349.88. Okay?
Can you round that down to like 69 cents?
Can you get a job that pays less? Because it's based on a calculation. I don't have anything to do with that.
Oh.
You make $48,000 a year. Your net is based on that $4,000 amount gross after taking out taxes. You understand that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Who covers health insurance?
I do.
Okay. How much is health insurance?
$120 a month.
Is that for the child only, or is that including?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what?
Judge Vonda walks her through it. Gross income, net income, deductions. The mom says, Can you round that down? Ma'am, this is child support, not a flea market. You don't get to haggle with the court.
What I'm going to have to have you reimburse that to her, okay? Yes, ma'am, you looking really confused right now, and I have no idea why you are, because as a part of your child support obligation, you have to cover health insurance.
But Stevie don't really get very sick.
Whether she gets sick or not, that has nothing to do with health insurance. You understand how health insurance work, right? Are they teaching you that in school?
We haven't got to that chapter yet.
Okay, well, you started a little early in my courtroom. Health insurance is required, okay? So when I add that to your child support obligation, your obligation before the reimbursement was $586.
She's confused about reimbursing health insurance because Stevie doesn't get sick. Somebody tell her, health insurance isn't a get sick card. It's protection. Either she's playing dumb or just doesn't get parenting at all.
$23. You add $120, that brings your child support obligation to $706.23.
Kick in the bucket, that's a lot.
Well, and I gave you, guess what? I gave you credit for the other children that you have as well.
Oh.
Okay, so $706.23. Any questions?
Do you accept my...
Judge sets it $762.30 a month, even with credit for the other kids. Cue the meltdown. Ma'am, welcome to reality. It's called paying your dues.
money?
No, she does not accept monopoly money. You cannot deposit it into an actual bank.
Yes, Judge. Is there any way I can keep her
Yes,
from...
you're accepting monopoly money?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, yes, Judge, is there any way she can keep her away from Stevie? You see this kind of person she is? I don't think that's a good influence.
You do realize monopoly money doesn't count, right? Judge Vonda has had enough. And honestly, so have we. These deflection tactics, not working anymore. At some point, the jokes stop covering the neglect.
For Stevie?
Well, that's not a matter before me. That's not something that I necessarily deal with.
Stevie is my baby.
Okay, ma'am, please don't address her. Please do not address her. That's a different matter that has nothing to do with this court.
Yes,
We're
ma'am.
just here
Thank you.
specifically for the money. Ma'am, I'm not going to touch that situation at all, okay? Anything concerning your daughter.
As they leave, Miss Holland says, I hope you fall off those roller skates. Savage? Yes. Justified? Probably. You raise someone's child for almost a decade and get nothing but denial and attitude in return?
And keeping her away from you, that has nothing to do with me, okay? Okay? If nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Your Honor. I hope you fall off them roller skates.
That's not nice. Did you wear that to court?
In the end, Judge Vonda made one thing clear. Parenting without paperwork still counts. Miss Holland didn't want back pay, just fairness. If this case had you frustrated, entertained, or straight up speechless, drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more real courtroom drama that hits home.